Yo, oh shit. What the fuck? Yo, what is going on? Sorry about the ear rape. Right, I'm going to walk you through this trade in a sec. Unfortunately, we have an IFVG here. This one. See, we had a great trade. A billion confluences, right? But we're just going to wait and see how this plays out. We're going to close the trade if this candle is bullish. Jumping straight into this. I need you to trust this setup was amazing. Like, this setup was so good. But we had that massive contradiction 5 minutes after our entry, right? It was you couldn't have really asked for more from this trade, right? But then we got an IFEG against us, which is obviously a bad sign. But we have just took out these highs right here. So we could end up retracing, especially if we push down now on the 1 minute. So we're going to wait and see how this candle closes. If it's bullish, we're going to take that loss on the chin, right? We'll be about 0.5, 0.4. But I'm going to walk you through this. This setup was really, really good. Very, very good. Like, it ticked. It created more boxes to tick than it actually needed to tick. Like, it ticked everything. Everything ticked, right? Literally everything. We enter the trade, then we get a massive contradiction. We enter the trade, then we inverse a fair value gap, right? I entered when we respected this imbalance right here. If I just draw this out, I entered when we respected this, right? We then, I got in literally as we were pushing back down off of it. Then we push up, inverse it, which means what? We need to go to the next high, right? Where's the next high? Right here. So technically, we should go back down now because we've already took the high out. But if this candle is kind of still pushing through, I'm going to close the trade and look for a re-entry later, right? But we do also have another, we did also have another potential setup on USD CAD, but it seems like we're pushing down now. But GBP JPY, this is the trade we're in at the moment. We're 1% in. This is the trade. This is the risk to reward ratio, 1.86. I thought it was 2, but it's 1.86. We've got 2 indecisive candles here. One's just took out the high. I think we should go down now. I think we have a pretty nice chance of going down, but we need to see how this properly plays out, right? If we push up again, I'm not going to like that. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave the trade, okay? But if we push down, we can take it. We got a nice little AMD as well, you could argue, on the 1 minute. But we're going to see how this 5 minute closes. We got 1 minute left, so there's not much damage we can do to ourselves. We're going to close the trade if this is kind of like a bullish push. If it's indecisive, we just wait for the next one again. We have took the high, as I said. So this IFEG technically then does become invalid. We still haven't took the low from this IFEG. We've took highs on the 4 hour, on the daily, on the hourly. We haven't retraced. We've been consolidating for ages on the 5, on the 15, on the 30. We've got fair value gaps that need mitigating on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, on the 2 hour, on every time frame you can imagine. And we're inside the premium zone of a bearish fair value gap on the daily time frame. So, you know, I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the plan, right? That is the plan. We're going to see what happens. This candle's just closed bullish now. So we should technically close the trade here, right? We're going to see how this candle starts to form. If it looks like it's going to continue up, we're going to close the trade, right? And we're going to lose about 0.5. This little liquidity here is 0.5. You see 19 pips, then 9. So it's just under 0.5. Right, we're going bullish again here. I'm out the trade. So we closed here with about 0.5% loss. This was a very, very good setup right here. A very, very good trade. Very, very good. Everything was going for us. Literally every single possible thing, right? We had... Let me walk you through it. We have AMD. Let me just get rid of all these alerts. We had AMD on the 5. We had the daily fair value gap here being mitigated and respected, as you can see right here. Respecting that pretty nicely, pretty clearly. Took out these highs, need to come down, right? 4 hour, Same thing. 4 massive bullish candles just pushing straight up, small wicks, everything, right? 1 hour, same thing. 30 minute, same thing. 15 minute, same thing. Started consolidating a little bit more over here. We'd been looking on an entry for this since like 11 o'clock this morning, right? Then we go down to the 5. It's the same thing, but here we kind of get a bit of a manipulation. You can see that right here. Because we've got an accumulation here, like this area, and then the price pushes up with bigger candles, right? Bigger candles means we're in a manipulation. We've got an influx of volume. We're pushing in one direction. We sweep the liquidity, sweep the highs again, inverse a fair value gap, one candle after forming it with a displacement candle, no liquidity near it. We then even retraced back into a fair value gap, which we respected, right? Which we respected. So we got in there as we were respecting that. After this candle, like even literally like a little bit better, like of an entry, like up here. Then we inversed it, like as this closed. So we got in here, then it closed down here. Then we inversed it, the candle after. Then we waited for the next candle for confirmation if we're going to continue up. We had a consolidation. Then we waited for this one for confirmation if we're going to continue up or not. We had a bit of a lack of confirmation. Now we seem to be going down. But this trade, very, very nice. A very good trade, right? Hey, had everything going for us. Like, 0 contradictions here. Nothing. Like, you couldn't have asked for anything better. 0 contradictions. So, I took it. No questions asked. I took that trade. And it made sense to take it. Like, it was a very, very good trade. And now it seems like that was the high. We got out at the high. We can look for a re-entry, I think. But it would be a little bit messy, I think, as well. We'd have to wait for this candle to close. We're not going to jump too quickly into anything, right? But we could look for a re-entry here. But this was a beautiful trade. I was expecting a lot more conviction than this, right? So that's the trade. We took it. I don't think anyone can argue about this. This was perfect in everyone's book. I think every strategy ever would have ticked all the boxes here. We do have news in 15 though. That is a good show, Elizabeth. So we got to be careful with that. I guess you could also argue the fact that we have news is the reason that we're consolidating. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for news, push up, and then do this, right? Something like that. Or get in right now and get out before news. You still in? Yeah, that makes sense. This is maybe could get in here because we have took these highs out. The 1 hour. The 1 minute, sorry. Right. Okay. We're not going to jump into anything too soon. We got equal lows there. We need to come down to that. We do have news in 15, and that is red folder USD as well. PMI, I think. Yeah. PMI, which means we probably have that next week for Europe, right? No. Okay, never mind. But yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. That is the plan, right? Okay, we've completely reversed here. So, we're chilling, right? We're chilling. Looks like it might have been the right move to get out here. 0.5% loss. But this was a great trade. Like, this was a very, very good trade. I like this trade still. Oh, wow. Fucking hell. Okay, we did the right thing there. We did the right thing there. So, now that we have pushed up, which wasn't really expected, yeah, exactly, it would have just hit our stop loss. Now we have pushed up. If we form a fair value gap here, we can just inverse that and get back in, right? So this is pretty good. It gives us a little bit more of a reference point. Exactly, Elizabeth. That's exactly what we want to see. So I'm still optimistic for that trade. We do have a USD CAD trade as well with a similar kind of scenario going on. We got a very bullish bias here. We've got a fair value gap formed. If we inverse this on the news candle, we can take that trade, right? As always. GU is heavily consolidating. This is what Maiden was waiting for. Yeah, I guess, but honestly, there was no reason for us to do this. Like, until we got the IFVG, there was no reason to do this. Like, I can't name one reason we had to do that other than this IFVG, which formed after our entry. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's literally nothing that could have gone, yep, we're going to come up and take 4-hour highs first. Like, this candle isn't natural. This isn't normal, right? But, yeah. Hopefully we can get a bit of a chill out here. I'm trying to push all the way up. But yeah, this is going to be the re-entry that we're looking for. With an IFVG here. We got USD CAD as well on the cards with an IFVG potentially there as well. Very bullish bias. Someone before said, what about gold? Gold could be the play, but I'm not too sure what the bias is here. I think we're respecting this at the moment. Obviously, we're outside it, but we haven't closed outside it yet, so we assume we're going to respect it. The bias is bullish, right? The bias is bullish. There's not really much else to say there. And negative news for USD, won't you see go down? Yeah, it depends on the news. If we get this, could be. What is your bias for GBP JPY and why? My bias for GBP JPY is bearish because we're inside a bearish fair value gap on the daily. We've took daily highs. We've took 4-hour highs. We've had 4 massive candles pushing straight up. We've took 1-hour highs. We have a bunch of bullish candles on the 1 hour. We have a 15-minute with no bottom wick here. Oh wait, no, never mind, my mistake. The 15-minute's still bearish. Okay, the reason we're bearish is because we took so many highs and we're inside a daily bearish fair value gap right now. That's the reason. Right, if we can validate this in the next candle, we should be good to go. Right. 10 minutes to go till news. Like up the stream, guys. Like up the motherfucking stream. How many likes we on? Yeah, like up the stream, guys. Let's get at least 30 likes here. Equal highs has been taken on USD JPY. Equal highs. This could also be a move though. You can see we always start consolidating before news. All we need And this is quite a contradiction to USD CAD, isn't it? Which is saying kind of bullish. What's the DXY saying? DXY is chilling. So this is the CAD moving. When the news is released, it's instantly going to be stronger though than the CAD. GJ, this is looking good. Hopefully we can chill out a bit though. We want that fair value gap secured, which is not going to happen, it seems. At all. Yep, there we are. That's not happening. There's 2 PMI on financial juice. There's 2 PMI on Forex Factory as well. There's 4 here. That's annoying. That's annoying. We could just continue up. What we'd want to see, best case, is this candle pushing up, leaving behind that fair value gap. The next candle chilling, which is not going to happen because it's a news candle. I think USD JPY is probably up. Never mind. Probably USD CAD. If this is bullish news, we're in, right? If this is bullish news, we are in on USD JPY. I mean, sorry, USD CAD. If this is bullish news, if this is a bullish release, we are in this bish. Nah, with the IFEG. But it will push it up. That's what I'm saying. Gold buy. I don't see that. This, I see. On the 15. Unless you meant the 5. Right, let's see how this candle closes. And we got 5 minutes left. So we probably got 10 minutes till we can enter the trade. $15's got no top wick, to be fair. I'm not seeing AMD on the 15 though. Let's see. Well, JPY 3 minute IFEG entry. I don't trade the 3 minute, but I don't really trade the 3 minute. You know, you can find something to support the trade on every time frame. That's why next manipulation candle. I'm not saying that. Right. USD CAD's probably the trade we're looking at now. This is probably the one we want. It is a 15-minute fair value gap, so we probably have to wait for that. There was quite a lot before, but it seems to just kind of be a bit, you know, like just choppy. This was a good entry. This was a good entry. GU. What's the bias on GU? Bearish. Bearish, right? Definitely bearish. Something like this, maybe. Or maybe taking this out instead. Use the same Bitcoin, gold. If we invest this, we could continue up on gold. We'll have a look at that once we've. Yeah. Okay. Right. What's this news release? Bullish. Right. USD CAD is going to sweep the London lows. It is going to. It's a shout. That is a shout. Let's see how this closes. We got bullish news. If we invest this, we could take this. We just got to be careful of that 15-minute though, I think. If we invest this, we could take that. I think I'd probably be happier investing a 15. But we do want to see the IFEG here. We do want to see the IFEG. Is it much of a difference from... it's not really much of a difference. It's closer to the previous though, which so that we didn't get as big a dip as we expected. Right. This is the hour with no bottom wick. If we can form an IFEG and hold on to this, I'll be very, very happy. I'll be very, very happy with that. Seems like we're getting a bit more now. We're getting a bit more price action, you know, a bit more, a better kind of idea of things. 3 minutes left on this. If we close like this, we could take the trade. Targeting these highs over here. It looks beautiful until you zoom out, and then there's a little bit of a mess going on here with the 15-minute fair value gap, which we should be waiting for. I think the 30-minute has been inversed here. The 1 hour is still technically being respected. We still got, oh sorry, has been disrespected. 4 hours still being respected though, and the daily's still bullish ultimately. So you can use that as a reason to take the trade. I think this looks pretty nice, to be honest with you. I'm quite happy taking this. We need to kind of wait for the 15 though. So we're going to do that. We're going to wait for the 15. If we get a 15-minute close, we'll take this. So we want something like this. This is what we're going to look for in the close of the 15, right? This is what we're going to look for. As long as we don't tap into that fair value up, as long as we leave that fair value up unmitigated, we can tap into this because we still have an idea that we need to kind of come and mitigate this at some point, right? At least. At least. See gold. Wow. Yeah, it's dropping. I didn't think it would go up. Just off of that. We need a bit more confirmation. If we get an IFEG here, we could take that. We get like, you know, this kind of thing. We could take that. GJ is crazy. No bottom wick on the 1 hour though. Or the 30 or the 5. The 5's probably going to have no bottom wick on it. But the 15 still needs to make that. The 30 minutes still needs to make that. We are pushing so far up right now. We've got 10 minutes left on the 15 for USD CAD. If we invest this, we're going to take that trade. Gold's a bit risky at the minute. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just waiting for this. Just waiting for this candle to close. GU, USD Swiss franc, chilling. USD JPY, no bottom wick here either. This is crazy though. The size of this is crazy. Like this would be a 1-to-1, I think. Best case right now. Barely a 1-to-1. Not even. I think our best bet is this trade here. We could take this though. Down to news lows. If we inverse this candle here, I mean this fair value up here, because we need to come down and make a bottom wick. USD cards printing. Yeah, I think this is our best bet at the moment. It's pushing so far up. Because we've been chilling here on the 1 minute for ages. We push up. If we inverse this, we could take this. We've been consolidating for ages. We've got news lows here. If we inverse this nicely, which doesn't seem like it's going to happen now. Consolidation. Pushing up. News lows. No one mitigated for value up other than this one. We could even just target this. Obviously, we're not going to do that, but we take partials down here. Full TP down here. Stops just above this. This could be the move, you know. The 1 hour, like the 1 hour, the 30, the 15, every time frame in between, all of those 45, the 19 minute, the 18 minute, needs to make a bottom wick on that candle, and it's a news low. If we get the IFEG though, that's all I'm saying. If we get the IFEG, then we can look to continue down, but until we do that, we can't really do that. Like, we can't look to continue down. Did you take Louis' course? Nah. I know what you mean though, but nah. We trade slightly differently, and I think he just focuses on futures. I trade the AMD side. Like, if this wasn't here, I wouldn't take this trade. I think that's the difference. But no, I didn't. Can we take USD CAD buy? We have tapped into this, to be honest. You know, like, if we reversed right down, like, imagine you weren't looking for a trade, right? If we just reversed right down now, you wouldn't go, we've just randomly reversed. You would go, oh shit, we've respected this bearish fair value gap and continued down. So if you would say that, then you can't really get inside it, because if you lost the trade, you'd know exactly why. So you can't really, especially if we come back down now. We'd have to inverse it, which kind of makes the risk to reward ratio a bit too low. You could argue that we could just put stops here or put a soft stop loss here and if we inverse this, then get out the trade, that could play. That could be the play if we inverse this 15 as well as this one. Looks like we're not going to inverse that on the 1 minute. Say that, and then it happens. Right, we're not going to try too hard to take anything, you know, unless we get something pretty clean like this, you know, with us respecting this value gap. This is like the same thing we've seen on GJ before. We'd take an entry down here. Oh shit, yeah, that's true. That's actually true. Alright, so we invalidated that. We're gonna look for a IFEG on the 5 here. We'll set an alert. Gold about to inverse for 5 minutes. Okay, this could be the play. It's still inside. It's still well inside that accumulation. Like, there's nothing here suggesting we've finished accumulating. So I'm not going to take that. This is respecting this. So we can't really take that. USD's moved. USD Swiss. I mean, is it a bearish bias? Or has this played out since we last did that? Oh yeah, so we were bearish down to here. So it's not bearish anymore. This needs updating. It's because I stopped doing the market outlooks every day. I've stopped updating that at the same time every day. So it's a bit delayed. We're definitely still bullish. 4 hour. I guess you could say mixed then, really, couldn't you? We're going to leave that. A plus only today. A plus only. A plus only. GU, USD. Okay, completely respecting that. That invalidates the whole thing. GJ. What's GJ Chan? Still. Okay. We could take it, but then we've just had a massive move. But USD CAD's not on the cards anymore. USD JPY, GCAD. I don't want to reach too much, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to force it too much, like to the point where like we just take out a trade because we have an IFEG and nothing else. We don't want to force it, right? We don't want to force it at all. We do still need to continue down. I think GJ is on like our best bet at the moment. We had a really good setup on this before, but we got an IFEG, we got a massive contradiction against us, so we closed out early, which was the right move. You know, unfortunately we got a contradiction there. I'd still want to see it inverse the 15. If it inverses the 15, then we can take it, but until that, nah. Because if we're respecting this one, and this one, we've respected both of them, we need to just continue down. Like, that's what the 15's saying, right? So we'd have to inverse it first. Honestly, I don't think there's much here, guys. I don't think there's much here. Why price didn't? Why price didn't what? Come to this one? Probably because of news. $8 That was a Trump speech. That was a Trump speech. I swear. $8 yesterday. 8 yesterday. Yeah. We did just push straight up at 8 with no real reason, to be fair. Nothing here. So I guess you could say that's just not normal, to be honest with you, because 8 what volume have we got there? You know what I mean? Like literally the lowest we've had all day. So we have the 10 2 hour, which is 5.8, then 14 from 12 till 2, then 17 from 2 till 4, then 12 from 4 till 6, then 6 from 6 till 8, then 5, literally the lowest we'd had. And then we push, have the biggest move. Doesn't make any sense to me. So, just, it's not really normal price action. Where's the 200 people when you were doing a giveaway? Yeah. I don't think I'll be doing that again. It just attracts the wrong kind of people. Well, I wanted to do. You know, I think it was pretty fun to do anyway. To be honest, I wouldn't want to watch this from the fucking streak we've had. I would not want to watch this at all. Let's see if we invest this. We're pushing down. Gold. What about it? I'm waiting for us to push down here. If we invest this, we could take the trade. The risk to reward ratio is going to be really low, though. A lot lower than it was before. Barely 1. It's not even worth it. Appreciate that, Alex. I think we're just going to call it a day here, guys. There's not much, if I'm being honest. Like, we had a win yesterday. We took an A++ setup today. Didn't really play out. You know, we didn't really break our rules. So, maybe do it without advert. That's a shout, to be fair. But I use it to reinvest itself back into the YouTube channel anyway. Like, the money I've made from YouTube, I've just been, like, I've got YouTube videos lined up for weeks. Like, I just haven't been posting them. And also, makes the thumbnails better. But I guess, alright, tell you what, guys. Since Terry's set this off, how many likes we on? 22 likes. Go on. If we get to 40 likes, I'll turn ads on, turn ads off for every stream. I'll turn all the ads off for every stream. Let's see if you guys actually want the ads off or not. If we don't get 40, we keep them on. We make them worse. We make them worse. Saw in shorts yesterday's trade, correct? Yes, this one. that we took on stream yesterday. So I just liked it 40 times. Does that count? Right. Let's see if you guys actually want the ads off. See, there's someone unliked it. Someone liked it and then unliked it. So, I guess they don't want the ads off. See? 7 away. Guess we got to keep them on, unless 7 other people want them off. And you can watch me do it. You watch me. You can watch me turn the ads off. I don't make much. It's not like I make like billions of quid from YouTube. $10 per 20 min. Yeah, let's make it worse. Four likes off, okay? I guess you guys don't want it. You got 10 seconds to get to 40 likes, or we're just going to keep them on. You got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we are. We're still on 36. And there's 60 of you here. So 30 people want it on. 30 people want these ads on. So, guess we got to keep these ads on, guys, unfortunately. We can't decide the outcome, but we follow the strategy and the entry. That is correct. That is correct. Right. Let's make the ads worse. Nah, I'm messing. Alright, how many likes are we on? Let's see if you guys hit this goal. Alright, fair play. 41. We turn them all off now. See how it says monetization on? We can just turn them off. But I think we can go one up. So yeah, I have it unbalanced. There you go. Ads not safe for work. I think that isn't it based on your search history, the ads that you see. Right, ads are off now, guys. Ads are off now. We'll keep them off for you. I only make like £4 a video. It's not like a major balling. You know what I'm saying? I used it to pay for videos. Your haircut is still trash. Good luck trading though. Honestly, man, I think it's quite good. You know, your mum agrees. And your sister. And your wife. Let's see this guy's channel. Who's this guy? Shampoo. About my haircut. It's a beautiful haircut. Exactly, Scouse trim. Beautiful haircut. Much better than a skinhead. Will found Nirvana. And his auntie, that's fair. But his auntie's fat, so, you know, you don't like that. Yeah, he's scared now. We're pulling up his YouTube channel. Oh, shit. Fair play. Fair play. You know. Fair play. Fair play.
Has located a bomb. 10 seconds to insertion.
Are you good at Siege?
5 seconds to go.
Got Frost. Paid. Haven't moved yet. I want to put a 90 window.
Way to its location and
Hey, you're bullshitting. I don't.
Are you good at it? What you? Where are you? Where's your
You got EMPs.
Your ass. Your ass. Your ass.
Me.
buys your use it.
Your shit. Yes, I'm decent. Get out of here, man. You're shit. What rank are you?
User.
Alright, Alright, fair. 2 kills.
I'm fucking.
Ah, man, you're shit. Ah, yeah, come on. Don't start coping now. Don't start coping now. You've been exposed, mate. You've been exposed. Playboy Carti type beat. Oh, man. What? What the fuck is this? Come on, man. You can't say anything about my trim. This is ass. This is ass. It's just the same thing. What the fuck is this? Right, okay. Alright. Sorry. We'll leave it there. My trim. I do need a trim. I can't lie. I definitely need to clean up the sides. It's getting a bit... Maybe the beard as well. But it's a heavy trim. That is not a Playboy Carti type beat. Right. GJ 15-minute fair value gap performing. This could be the move. This could be the play, but then there's also the 5-minute that we're respecting. If we even took highs. Still no bottom wick on the 30 and half an hour left. least ads are off now. At least we got ads off. Ads off. If we inverse this, like I don't, because we're still respecting the 5, and we would have also took a 5-minute low. Can you explain what no bottom wick means again? Yeah, so no bottom wick is basically like, I call it the wick trick. You can search up. I think that people call it like Devil's Mark or some shit. I just came up with it. Well, kind of. It's like the Maribozu, just reversed. Instead of it being high probability, it's low probability, and it works more. So when we have an open candle with no wick, we will usually flip to make that. And that's based on 2 things. It's based on how candles form, like this. So we push up and then reverse. That's how a bearish candle would form, and it would look something like this with that top wick, right? Like up here. This is what it would look like. Yeah. That's what it's based on for one reason. The second thing it's based on is the fact that like 90% of candles have a wick on either side, right? Like just looking through here. Like on, yeah, and you also have to look at it like this. So a bearish candle with no bottom wick is fine, but a bullish candle with no bottom wick isn't fine because it's just pushed straight up, right? You can see here we did retrace. Like if we break down this candle right here, you know, on a lower time frame, you can see we did chill out a bit. So when did this open? Here. So we opened, literally pushed straight up, made that top wick, and then came down, right? Whereas on the 1 hour, if we play this forward, right, we just open, push straight up, no retracing or anything, just push straight up. So the probability is that this is going to be a bearish candle, or at least it's going to make that bottom wick. So when we were looking for a trade up here, that's why I wanted to take this trade from here down to here, because 1, it's a news low, and 2, we had no bottom wick. So the rule is when we have no bottom wick, and this, like, if you're someone who watches this stream every single day, you will see just the random times we open without a wick. I'm like on the 1 minute, for example, and I'm just like, this needs to make that wick now. It's gonna flip, and then it flips 90% of the time, right? So the rule is when you see an open candle, especially if it's like formed, it's opened relatively recently, like if it's a 4 hour and it's opened an hour ago, we should probably still flip. If it's a 1 minute and it's opened 20 seconds ago, we should probably still flip. If it's a 4 hour and it's opened like 3 hours ago, we might not flip. So you have to kind of look at how recent the candle is as well. So we're halfway through a 1 hour, so we should still come down and make that bottom wick. But that's the whole idea of it, is that 90% of candles have a wick on either side, and most candles are formed by like they go up and go down, and go down and go up. Open high, low, close. Open low, high, close. Is that not good for us? Yeah, it is good for us. Yeah, it is good for us. I definitely would not have said this is a contradiction. This is definitely good for us. Damn, that's good information. Your beat's still ass. I'm not going to say it's good. It's still shit. It's still ass. USD CAD. Could be the move, but the risk to reward ratio is quite low. Let's see what this 15 gives us. It's legit from when I was a kid. Yeah, right. Yeah, we could put a stop under the recent 15. But, like, we could put it below the 5, I guess. what we'd want to see then is something like this. But this is what I mean. This is where it gets like, Dean, this is where it gets kind of like pushing it too much, because you're like, there's so many things there that are kind of outside the normal plan or a normal trade that it kind of just becomes, well, what's the point in taking it? Might need the magnet on this shit. I'm down bad today. Bro, it's okay to be a SoundCloud producer. Just ride it. You're not making out the hood with that one. I tried making beats a few times though, I can't lie. I never made a type beat before and posted it and left it on there for 5 years thinking it was great. But I've tried to make type beats before. I tried to make beats before. Garage band and shit. And what was the other one? Fruit Loops, I think it was called. I just opened my phone. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I've just opened my phone, right? I was on your channel still. What the fuck is this? Oh fuck my camera. It's so ass. It turned my camera off. Lift music. To be fair, the actual audio sounds like lift music. Elevator type beat. Drip and nigga trying to copy my feng shui, cause I've been blowing up quick, my flows at the slick, now I'm taking around trips, no one way. Oh, this is so ass. Truly still up late nights, drinking out of Kool-Aid, smoking my joints and watching my movies, stacking this bread and fucking these groupies. You're definitely not stacking bread and fucking groupies. Let's be honest. You might have been smoking weed, but you're definitely not stacking bread. Not with music like this. The only way is up. I'm trying to make her mud. She keeps telling me wait in line, but I can't waste my time. Cause I take my time. Don't rush shit when I paint my lines. Cause your rap shit and I perfect mine. Cause your shit beer and my shit wine. So in the meantime, get your own flow, quit trying to steal mine. I know you a snake cause No one's trying to steal your flow. No one's stealing that shit. No one's stealing that shit. No one's stealing that. No one is stealing that. I seen you all the time. The type to steal a chrome and still drop a dime. The type to get caught and keep fucking lying. Just be yourself, nigga, you'll be fine. Real see real and either you a fraud or I'm going blind. Looking for a ride quick, looking for a bride. Had to realize that's something I ain't gonna find. Cause bitches set it down, but them hoes ain't gonna ride. So that's just why I focus on this music shit. Having thoughts like, what if I found me music, bitch? A down girl just to ride, do music with. Nah, fuck that shit. Pops told me as a kid, I don't gotta trip, cause we gon' be rich, nigga, one day. Told bro the same shit, told him he can quit his shit, I'ma get this shit, nigga, one way. Cause I been talking my shit, got hold. Right. So GJ 15. Still not doing anything. Can't lie, the hook is kind of catchy. Well, if it is, you can't take the glory there because you were a kid. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not. It's fucking ass. "12. Smoking weed. Fuck. You are not a kid. 18. So you're what? So you're 23. So you're 23. Right. So when you were 22, you were making R6. So when you were 22, you were making Rainbow Six Siege YouTube videos. Is that right? So when you were 22, you failed. So you seen that music had failed because it's fucking awful. So you tried Rainbow Six Siege, but you're shit at that as well. You only tried once.
So, you know, the mirror strung I tried, I seen they push main stairs hard. You need study door, so I try to counter that with a monster there. Got aggressive in the room. Waste of time.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, Will. My trim's not ass. I'm not that ass. I'm not that bothered about it. But your YouTube channel is quite funny. I think we can all agree that, can't we? I think I seen you comment this before, and I went on your channel, so like I seen that and I was laughing my head off. So when you said it in the stream, I remembered like your music. I was like, we gotta play this. We gotta play this shit. My camera keeps turning off. I'm hiding my haircut. Go back. You made money with your band. Right, you don't need to lie. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to start lying. I think USD cards are right off. My camera's fucking overheating, guys. I need to buy a new one. This is ridiculous. Look, Will, you've made me so insecure that I'm trying to hide my trim now. See how badly you've hurt my feelings? Making me lie about my camera overheating. Look, Will, I can tell I've hit a nerve. I didn't mean to. I was just, you know. Just don't give it if you can't take it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to hit a nerve. I'm sorry. Right, GJ, no bottom wick on the 15, but this 15-minute candle can probably lock in a 1 hour with no bottom wick, so it kind of just then takes that confluence away from us. It's not a contradiction. It's just a lack of confluence now. I subscribed. Oh, Will. Why have you hid the videos? Nah. You've hid all the videos. Josh, who wins in 100 men versus 1 gorilla? It depends. If I'm in the 100 men, then me. If Will's in, he'd win. I seen a video before. I wish I could show you. Oh fuck! I seen a video about that before. I think I reposted it. Oh, come on, Will. You don't need to be mean. You don't need to be mean, Will. You're gonna make me cry. I think out of everything that's happened, that's overstepping the line. I think that's over the line there, Will. Your haircut would scare it away. That's over the line. I think that's a step too far. I think, it was friendly banter, but now it's kind of started bullying me. So please stop. What the fuck are we even doing anymore on stream, by the way? Like, what the fuck is going on? We're not even looking for trades anymore. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I don't think there is anything, to be honest with you guys. Like, I literally was trying to round off the stream half an hour ago. Did anyone take this? This played out quite nicely. I didn't take this, though. The risk to reward ratio is way too low. Did anyone take this? Yeah, nice work, Dan. You're on long on GJ after the last 15-minute close. I mean, fair play. Nice work, Junior. So you got out those sells and then got in a buy and won that. So you caught the move down, won that, and then caught. You need to go for a funded, man. You need to go for a funded. You've been in it. You've been in the course since like mid-Jan, I think. And you've been winning like every week since. You need to go for a funded. Why don't you trade NASDAQ? There's a few reasons. I think it might be easier to trade, but the prop firm restrictions is absolutely ridiculous. Like, one of the guys that I work directly with got about $1 million in funding. Well, $1.5 million. But that was on Apex, and we're trading each account individually, right? We're trading one 300k. Just to be able to request a payout, you have to make 2.5%, and then you can only get the profits on everything above that. So at plus $100 as well, they make you keep $100 in there to make sure like you've got wiggle room or whatever the fuck. So on a 300k. On futures, so on trading futures on a 300k prop firm account, you've got to make 7.6k, and then you can only withdraw anything after that. And you have a limit on how much you can withdraw every 8 days, and you've got to have like an intense consistency rule, like an insane consistency rule, and they can just question your strategy. Like, they can just question what's going on. Ask for proof that you actually use a strategy. Like, backtesting journals, trading journals, they need proof if they don't want to give you a payout. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, that guy who got the $2.5 million funding, payout, the guy who got the 2.5 mil payout, he didn't just magically make 2.5 mil in a week. He had compounded that, hadn't withdrew anything, just kept on compounding and compounding and compounding, then withdrew it all at once. That's why he got a massive payout. It's not just in a week or anything like that. But it's insane. That's why I don't really trade it more than anything, because it's a lot harder to actually get your money. Like, I guess you could argue, well, if you're profitable anyway, then, you know, why does it really matter? But it does matter. Like, it's so much easier to get money from a prop firm, Forex, from Forex. Like, I could have won this trade past the prop firm account in one go, right? And then, or done that yesterday. And then today I made profits and get the payout, right? Like, a few days later. There's none of that intense shit. And some of the psychology behind, like, futures, like, this is why you see so many people getting funded with futures, because it's so easy. They make it incredibly cheap and incredibly easy to get funded with futures, but so hard to get a payout. Whereas with Forex, it's kind of like just the same. It's hard to get funded, hard to get the payout. It's equally hard, right? Equally hard. So it's like with futures, and my fucking camera's gone off again. With futures, I think Johnny said, we were speaking to Johnny about this as well. Like, they manipulate it so it's like so easy to get funded. Like, there's literally like no restrictions for getting funded for futures, because it makes you feel like you're actually getting to your goal quicker. You know, so yeah, that's why I don't trade it, because it's so hard to get a payout. And also, I just started with Forex. I don't really see a point in moving there until things really do go to shit. I'm pretty happy here. Pretty, you know, chill. What firm do you suggest? I don't really want to recommend one. I don't like recommending one. The only one I can suggest is FTML, because they're the only ones that are guaranteed, like 99% guaranteed to give you your payout properly, right? But I think 1 min on GJ. Right, I can't use my camera, guys, because it's overheating. I'm going to have to buy another one, like the same one, because I've had this on for only 2 hours and it's overheating, which is ridiculous. Yeah, you can. Yeah, my camera's overheating mad. It's not even hot in here. It's just started. It's fucking bugging. Right, I'm really sorry. I know you can't see my face. I know how awful that is. But you know, not much I can do really. 1 min AMD. We're gonna see how this goes. But will you be trading live tomorrow? I will be live tomorrow. So yeah, every day I'm live. Now, another thing, if you have access to the course, today we are doing a psychology live lecture and then a Q&A group call right after it. So that's at 6 o'clock. That's in 2 hours. So keep your eyes peeled for that, right? In the free Discord. If you have the course, we're going to be doing that. Private lecture and Q&A call. Also, I'm going to be dropping a full guide on how I trade tomorrow on YouTube. A full YouTube video on how I trade. Everything you need to know about my strategy. Breaking it down piece by piece and then bringing it all together, and we going over a few trades that I took live on stream. Euro JPY sells. Nah. I think we're going to call it a day here. If you're in the private Discord, I'm probably going to look at some analysis in there. But other than that, I think we're pretty much done here. My camera's not working. It's really weird. Like, I feel like this is shit. But yeah, either way, I'm going to be live tomorrow. We've got a live lecture and a Q&A call in 2 hours in the private group, so join that if you don't want to miss it. And on Friday, so tomorrow, around the same time as it is right now, so 4 p.m. tomorrow, UK time, there should be a YouTube video dropping, which you should go and check out. But either way, I'll see you all in tomorrow's stream. That's it from me. Thanks for your time, guys. It's been fun, the past 40 minutes. Yeah, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Like the stream if you haven't.